Okay, everybody, happy Friday. Just finished up with patients, and I am going to just quickly run through a list of my top 10 books for brain and body health. Um, gonna probably cross post this in No Stroke as well as my Achieve Balance. So here they are. Actually, 11 if you count my own book, but this was instrumental in my own healing to be able to write this book, Body and Balance, after my stroke. So this was written in 2015. I'm currently working on a new book called Closure about that journey and experience. But in that process, I read a lot of books. So if you really start to count a top 10 right here, these first three or four are related a little bit more to stroke recovery, but definitely diving deep into the brain. Stronger After Stroke is top on my list. First book that I read that changed the mindset and thinking about stroke recovery, training like an athlete. Unfortunately, the author, Peter Levine, passed a year or so ago, and this is certainly still a staple and one I recommend in recovery for other individuals who are looking for inspiration and ideas. My Stroke of Insight, Jill Bolte Taylor, certainly had to have a Harvard-trained neuroanatomist who had a stroke and recount her experiences. It's like no other. And she did also a great YouTube video with millions and millions of views about her experience with stroke. She followed up her book with Whole Brain Living, talking about the sort of the four quadrants of the brain or the four characters of your brain. This really helped me deal, this came out a couple of years ago, and really helped me deal with sort of the emotional side of recovery and anger and those other issues. So really good book. This book has special meaning. Luckiest Girl in the World by Jamie Coyle. Um, she lived in my hometown. We're friends to this day. I ran the Boston Marathon for her to show her inspiration. She followed with this book, and I connected. She co-wrote this with a URI grad and friend Paul Leonardo. So this really talks about her story of struggle and hope in overcoming pediatric strokes. This is a really good read. Um, Also on the mindset side, you have to go. Well, there's one more on the stroke sort of inspiration side. I don't have the book. I lent it out. Haven't got it back yet. It's Never Give Up by Teddy Bruschi. Connected with Teddy's team over the years, but really good book. I could relate because I had a lot of the same surgeons and rehab folks that he saw in his recovery and I saw in mine. So great book. Never Give Up. It's in the list below. Mindset, Carol Dweck. Just about kind of having an open versus closed mindset and setting the stage for success, whether it be in business or returning in recovery from a challenge. Happiness Advantage, also a great one by Sean Akar. I'm probably butchering a lot of people's last names. I've read this a couple of times. Really great book about the secret to greater success and fulfillment in work and life. This is just a fun book. Fish, whether you want to introduce play and work. I've read this a couple of times. Really good, kind of talking about making the best of a bad situation or changing the work culture. This is kind of it was a number one Wall Street book for business bestseller way back when, but it's really a fun, really interesting read. And last two, I promised. I'm a little over, but I'm co-reading these two right now. Dr. Sanjay Gupta has a great book, Keep Sharp. And it's all about longevity, brain resilience. It's so cool at the same time that topics that I covered in my book, Body and Balance, that I started with. He talks about some of this, the top pillars of health and things to extend your not only your lifespan but your health span, and developing strategies, simple strategies for developing a resilient brain, and very much on the same kind of mindset, if you will. I have the Kindle version of one. I'm probably halfway through. Mike Studer, physical therapist like myself, great book, talking about how you can develop personalized strategies, extend your health span, talks about health pillars, and really like his take on choosing, making the choices that you have control of to extend your health. And so I did run over. All the links are below. I am an Amazon associate and affiliate, so if you click them, maybe I'll make a few pennies. But more importantly, these are books I recommend all the time to individuals that I work with, whether they're you know struggling with rehab elements or they just need a boost to their mental health. I think you'll find them all great for boosting brain health and resilience and kind of get you on the right path in your own recovery. So thanks for listening. Shoot me some comments if you've read any of these or you have questions about anyone. Reach out to me in the chat. Thanks.